We go Rams versus Seahawks NFC Championship game. Got into this a little late. 9:57 left to go first quarter. Seahawks up 7-0 after the K9 touchdown run on 3rd and goal. Kickoff now for the Seahawks to the Rams at the Rams 3, taken at the 20, down about the 27-yard line. So Matthew Stafford finds himself down 7-0. Super Bowl champion a few years ago. Usually the experience pays off at this point in time in the NFL season. See if Matthew Stafford can answer that drive by the Seahawks, down 7-0. Breaks the huddle, goes under center. Big package, 3 tight ends to his right, Davante Adams all alone to his left, bunch formation, and he's going to hand off to, looks like Corum right up the middle for about 4 yards on the carry. So DeMarcus Lawrence, Leonard Williams, Byron Murphy, Derek Hall, the defensive lineman for the Seahawks, Nwosu, Jones, Thomas, the linebackers, Weatherspoon, Bryant, Love, Joby, Amanawari, the defensive backs for the Seahawks. 2nd and 7 for the Rams, going to take this snap at their own 30-yard line. Stafford under center, single back formation. Corum, the running back, they're going to play action fake to him. Stafford, time in the pocket's going to set deep, going to fire. Caught! Puka Nacua right at the 26-yard line of the Seahawks. Big play for the Rams, gets them going. Close to the Seahawks red zone. Just under 9 minutes left to go first quarter. Rams down 7. Stafford hits a big play to Puka on play action. Puka beats Weatherspoon. Jump ball situation. Weatherspoon doesn't get his head around. Puka goes up and gets it. About a 50-yard pass and catch for the Rams. Going to take this snap. Shotgun formation. Matthew Stafford's going to fire. Puka incomplete. Just out of the reach for Puka. Nacua tried a deep shot to him again. You got to think he's going to get a lot of targets in this football game. He's a tough guy to cover. He can do a lot. Slot, outside, go in motion. Stafford now out of the gun on 2nd and 10 from the Seahawks 26-yard line. Two wide receivers to his left. Davante Adams to his right, looking left, now middle. Now he's going to fire Davante Adams! And it's incomplete. Adams looking for a flag. He's not going to get it. That ball was uncatchable anyways. There was some contact downfield, but ball was well overthrown for Davante Adams, and the refs don't give the defensive hold. Rams now 2 straight incompletions after the big play to Puka Nacua. 3rd and 10 now for Matthew Stafford out of the gun. He's got Williams on his right hip. 3 wide receivers to his left. Adams all alone to his right. Looking left out of the gun. Throws and it's incomplete. Low and away intended for Puka Nacua. It would have been well short of a first down if he caught it. It's going to bring up 4th and 10 for the Rams. 8:19 left to go first quarter and a field goal attempt. Trying to make this game 7-3. Seahawks with their opening possession touchdown. Big play to Shaheed. And then Kenneth Walker finished it off with the touchdown run. Mevis out for the field goal attempt. 44-yarder. Snap down. Kick is up and it is good. Seahawks still lead 7-3. 8:15 left to go first quarter. At least it's easier to read the field this game. Last game, you couldn't even see where they were at. Seahawks have two really good running backs, Halani and Walker. Both those guys had really good years. What I noticed about all four of these teams that are at this point, NFC Championship game, AFC Championship game, they all can run the football. They all value the running back position. RJ Harvey, Trayvon Henderson went out and got running backs. Rams with Kyron Williams. The Seahawks with Walker. All have solid running backs. They value the running game, and that's why they're at this point. And that crowd is rocking right now. 8:15 left to go, first quarter. Kickoff attempt for the Rams. 6 plays, 47 yards, a minute 42 off the clock. But the big play to Puka Nacua got him in field goal range. And they went cold on their next 3 plays. It's going to be a touchback for the Seahawks. Sam Darnold with a touchdown on his first drive. Let's see what he can do on his second. Fuck. It's like a 6-yard run by Kenneth Walker on first down, 2nd and 4. Just along that left hash. Make it a 5-yard run for Walker. 7:52 left to go, first quarter. Seahawks up 7-3. Walker 5 rushes, 19 yards, and a touchdown in this first quarter. Seahawks break the huddle. I formation. Single back formation. Now tight end goes in motion to his left. Darnold under center. He's going to play action fake. Get out to his left. Darnold on the run. He's going to throw to a tight end. It's caught for a first down. Barner. And he's out of bounds. He got about 6 yards on the catch, and he's out of bounds. Seahawks continue to move the football like they did on their first drive. And that time, Darnold just got out of the pocket, threw to a tight end underneath. No pass rush whatsoever from the Rams. Darnold now under center. Shaheed goes in motion to his right, and they're going to hand it off to Walker. Full head of steam. Walker! Past midfield into Rams territory. 8-yard run for Kenneth Walker. And the hole's opening up for the Seahawks offensive line. Ton of room to run right there for K9. Last 4 games, 172 rushing yards average for the Seahawks. 2nd and 2 now in Rams territory at the 47. Here's Darnold now under center. Single back formation. He's going to hand off to Walker. Stutter step. Makes a guy miss. Walker, second level. First down, running more. K9 controlling the pace of this football game. Seahawks trying to go up 2 scores. Another first down. That time he beat Spates who could have had a chance to tackle him for a loss. Oh, dick in the dirt. Spates. Look at the moves from K9. 7 rushes, 35 yards, and a touchdown. 5:30 left to go first quarter. Here's Darnold now, pistol formation. 3 wide receivers to his right, play action fake, deep drops, got time. Now he's going to throw a screen pass to K9. 35-30, K9 juke move, and he's down to the 24-yard line of the Rams. Can't stop Kenneth Walker III. Running the football, catching the football. This time there's a play action fake to him. He's going to go out, and he's got a few blockers in front of him. And all the Rams are downfield. .449 left to go in this first quarter. 6 first downs for the Seahawks, only 1 for the Rams. Single back formation for Darnold from the 24 of the Rams. He's going to hand off to Walker again, trying to get left, cut back middle, and this time the Rams are all over him. It's going to be a 1-yard loss. Seahawks break the huddle on 2nd and 10. Up 7-3. Tight end goes in motion to Darnold's left. It's Barner. 2 wide receivers on each side. Darnold now takes a shotgun snap. 2-step drop. Looks left. Throws quick on an out to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's out of bounds for about an 8-yard catch and run. It's an easy pitch and catch right there. If you're going to play that much off the wide receiver, Darnold's going to take that every single time. Brings up 3rd and short now for the Seahawks. Darnold 5 of 6 in this first quarter. Smith-Njigba 2 receptions, 24 yards. 3:30 left to go first quarter. Darnold now in the pistol. Shaheed goes in motion to his left. He's got Halani right behind him. Darnold now takes a snap on a read option. He's going to get out to his left, throw on the run, and it's one-handed by Jackson Smith-Njigba as he snags it out of midair with one hand. Incredible catch. First down, Seahawks. Snow cone from Smith-Njigba. Here's Darnold now. Single back formation. He's going to hand off to Halani, trying to get right. Now he cuts back middle and runs into a wall of Rams defenders. He's going to lose 3 yards on 1st and goal all the way back to the 10-yard line. What a catch by Smith-Njigba. Makes it look easy right there. Like a jugs machine. Four targets, 3 catches, 33 yards for him. Now Darnold on 2nd and goal from the 9-yard line of the Rams. Single back formation. Walker, the running back, they're going to hand it off to him. Walker, full head of steam, jumps over a couple guys, still fighting forward. Blockers pushing him. We also have a flag on the play as well. It's going to be about a 4-yard run for Kenneth Walker right up the middle. It looks like we got holding on the Seahawks. They're bringing that one back. So didn't see a lot of penalties in the AFC Championship game. They let them play, Denver and the Patriots. Yeah, that's a good call. It wraps him around, and then he drags him down as he's falling down. I think that's a good call. It's got to be an obvious holding call. Darnold 6 of 7 for 104 yards in this first quarter. Now in the gun on 2nd and goal all the way back at the 19. Smith-Njigba goes in motion around him. They fake the throw to him. They're going to throw a screen pass to Walker. 15, runs into a guy all the way down to the 9. They get the holding yards back. It's going to bring up 3rd and goal again from the 9-yard line. tough in this situation to score when you're backed up in a goal line situation. They get Smith-Njigba in motion. The whole defense eyes are on him. They try to go a screen pass to the opposite end of the field. Get about 10 yards. Here's Darnold now out of the gun on 3rd and goal. Looking left, throws, and it's incomplete. Intended for Barner. It's going to bring up 4th and goal. And the Rams force a field goal attempt. Durant on the coverage, looking for a flag. Yeah, they could have got a push off on Barner right there. He actually pushed off Durant to try to get separation. Fourth and goal for the Seahawks. 27-yard attempt for Myers. 58 seconds left to go first quarter. Snap down, kick is up, and it is good. So the Seahawks add on to their lead 10-3. Again, 54 seconds left to go first quarter. You can tell what the Seahawks game plan is. They want to get this ball to Walker early and often. And he's got about 4 or 5 first downs himself, more than the Rams did in that whole first quarter. I just can't stop thinking about that catch by Smith-Njigba. He's running full speed. He's about to be out of bounds. He just reaches out with one hand and just snow cones his ball. The tip of the football. Incredible catch. Here's the kickoff now for the Rams, and all the way down to about the 36-yard line. So Matthew Stafford is going to start his 3rd drive. Rams punted on their first one and had to kick a field goal on their second one. Hey, what's up, fourth quarter? I appreciate you coming by last stream, man. What'd you think about that last game? The weather came into play, I'd say. Stidham played terrible in that second half. Stafford now under center. Nakua goes in motion to his left. They hand it off to Corum, trying to get left. Now cuts it back alongside that right hash and is tackled for about a 4-yard gain. You want Rams to win? Yeah. It's going to be tough. Seahawks have a really good home field advantage. Probably one of the loudest fan bases in the NFL. Last play of the first quarter, 2nd and 6 now for the Rams. Stafford, single back formation, tight end and 2 wide receivers to his right. They're going to hand it off to Williams, second level, full head of steam now in Seahawks territory on the 15-yard run for Kyren Williams. Right up the middle, right at the Seahawks 49-yard line. And the first quarter comes to an end. Seahawks up 10-3. Think so? Well, Drake May didn't play great last game. I think he had only 60 yards passing. But it was his rushing yards that's what won the Patriots that game. On third down, especially. I mean, he did something Stidham wouldn't do in that second half. As soon as the heavy snow started falling down the pass game for each team, it went away. And the best, whoever's going to win that game was, going to be the best team running the football in the second half. And that was what the Patriots did, especially on first down. Like in the first half, on first down, they were going backwards, like 2nd and 12. Then in the second half, they were 2nd and 5, 2nd and 4, 2nd and 3. It's almost like the Broncos' defense wasn't ready for the snow. The Patriots, it played into their advantage. The weather did. But I don't want to hate on the Broncos. They had a great season. Really did. They knocked off Mahomes. They knocked off Josh Allen. And then, they had to do the unthinkable with a backup quarterback. It's hard to do. DB. Rams got to answer right here. You can't get down multiple scores. That's cool, Alex, man. I'm happy for you. Now, what the Rams need to do is they need to keep running the football with Williams and Corum and then hit Nakua when they get the one-on-ones and the Seahawks are thinking about the run. That's when you hit Nakua. You still got Devontae Adams, too. So single back formation for the Rams. They're right at midfield, just underway second quarter. Nakua goes in motion. They're going to hand it off to him, and he's upended right away, but he gets about 4 yards on the jet sweep. Helmet comes off and everything. Talking shit to a bunch of Seahawks. This guy's a gamer, man. There's just guys that you like to watch play. Like Puka, even though I'm not a fan of the Rams, he's fun to watch. Second and 6 now for Stafford. Takes the shotgun snap, throws over the middle. It's caught. Devontae Adams, 35-30. Off to the races and down to the 22-yard line. Rams in business off the big play on the slant. Quick slant over the middle to Devontae Adams. And he's working on Weatherspoon again, who falls down. Weatherspoon got burnt earlier on the big play to Puka. Great throw by Stafford. He throws him open right there. It's out in front of him so Adams can catch it in stride. So we've had more offense in this first quarter, early on second quarter, than we did all last AFC Championship game. Here's Stafford now under center. He's going to hand off to Williams, trying to get right, and he can't break that tackle. He would have had to break one more, and then he would have busted loose. It's going to be no gain on the carry. Yeah, I'll eventually make you a mod fourth. I will, bro. 13:05 left to go, second quarter. Rams down 10-7. Here's Stafford in the gun. All kinds of time in the pocket. Throws over the middle, and it's incomplete. Intended for Devontae Adams. Tight coverage on the play right there by the Seahawks DB, Manowari. It's good coverage. I mean, he's right on his hip right there. Ball should have probably not been thrown, or that ball should have been low. If anything, low and away right there. That ball's too high. You got to make sure that Devontae can only catch that football if you're going to throw it in a tight window. Here's Stafford now out of the gun, sees trouble. Now he's going to be sacked. Fumbles the football. The Rams jump on it. They're all the way back to the 34-yard line on fourth down. A field goal attempt incoming. And rarely do you see Stafford in trouble. Oh, and the Seahawks got away with a face mask there. Lawrence, as he's bringing Stafford down, grabs that face mask and brings him down with it. He just grasped it. It's not like a bad face mask, but you still got to call it when a guy grabs it and the helmet goes one way. Snap down, kick up, field goal is good. 50-yard attempt makes it 10-6. Seahawks still with the 4-point lead. And yeah, I mean, if anything, illegal hands to the face, even the fingers are inside of the helmet. It wasn't a bad face mask. He had it for like a split second, but you still got to call it. Now maybe you keep your whistle in your pocket in the fourth quarter, but in the second quarter you got to make that call, and it's going to keep a Rams drive alive. It is. Hey, what's up, Parker? Who's your team, bro? Rams or Seahawks fan or another team? Rams. Field goals aren't going to do it. They are moving the football, though. Oh, you got two teams? Holy shit. I guess if you love football, you love every team, right? If you're spending time watching it. Who's your main team? Well, you want the Rams And the Patriots, I mean, at least you'll go into it knowing one of my teams is going to win. Hey, what's up, Matt? We got a Seahawks fan. Scored on both their drives. Shaheed with the big deep ball from Darnold. And K9's catching the football, running the football well. Here's Mevis out for the kickoff, and it's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. So 12-11 left to go second quarter. Seahawks up 10-6, first and 10. Seahawks break the huddle on their third drive of this football game. Play action fake for Darnold. Deep drop. Looking over the middle. It's caught. Jackson Smith-Njigba right at the 49-yard line. Falls forward into Rams territory. Right at the Rams 49. 11:57 left to go second quarter. Big play over the middle by the best wide receiver in the National Football League, Jackson Smith-Njigba, the former Ohio State wide receiver. Rams move, working quickly out of the pistol. Walker, the running back, right behind Darnold. He fumbles the football, has to jump on it. Seahawks are going to lose 6 yards. As Darnold wasn't looking for the snap, it came from the center early. And Darnold just had to jump on that football. Had a couple Rams right on him as he jumps on it. So right after the big gain for the Seahawks, he saw it. He just took his eyes off the snap. That's why he lost it. Second and 19, a 9-yard loss on that fumble by Darnold. Barner goes in motion to his right out of the gun. K9 on his left hip. Smith-Njigba all on to his right, looking that way. Now looks left. Darnold in trouble. He's sacked by Fisk. Darnold goes down again. Second straight sack for the Rams as they force third and long. And knowing the Seahawks, this will possibly be a draw play or a screen pass right here on third and long. And Darnold had time. He looked Smith-Njigba's way. It wasn't there. Came all the way across left. Now third and 27 for the Seahawks out of the gun. Draw play to Holani. Makes one guy miss. Fights forward. Spins his way for about a 4-yard gain. It's going to bring up fourth and 23. And the Seahawks got a punt for the first time in this game. 2 straight scores on their first 2 drives. Their third drive goes 3 and out. Here's Dixon out for the punt from his own 37-yard line. Here's a snap. The kick is off. Good punt by the Seahawks. It's going to be fair caught. Muffed right at the 10-yard line and then falls on it. Smith could have been a disaster for the Rams right there. Seahawks would have had that football right at the 11-yard line. The ball bounces right off the shoulder pads. Comes right back to him, though. So a couple fumbles in this football game. Darnold fumbles the snap and then a muff punt right there for the Rams. Yeah, the game's on Fox right now, Parker. Yeah, my team's the Chiefs. We struggled this year. Honestly, I think we mailed it in. We had so much success in the past that we just kind of banked on that it was going to happen again. And yeah, it wasn't a good year for us. And like Mahomes' injury, a bunch of shit going on with us. It all came crashing down at once. I don't, bro. George, I don't pay for it. Um, I honestly just have bunny ears for the for my TV. I don't pay for ESPN. I mean, I've had it in the past, but got rid of it a few years ago. I personally enjoy watching fan content. I watch like fan reactions. I like to hear what like fans say about their teams rather than like what people on ESPN have to say. I feel like fans give the best opinions on their teams. And you can actually listen to like every fan on YouTube. That's why I like coming on here. First and 10 for the Rams. Stafford under center. He's going to hand off to Corum. Trying to get left. Second level. Runs into a defender. Takes him for a ride for a couple yards. It's going to be a 7-yard run for Blake Corum, former Michigan running back. Just under 9 minutes left to go this second quarter. Rams down 10-6. First 3 drives, punt, field goal, and another field goal. So the Seahawks defense has been bend but don't break. They've been giving up yards inside the 20s. But as soon as the Rams get close to the red zone or in the red zone, their drive stalls. Now Stafford is going to hand off to a running back, Corum. He fights forward and he's got the first down just along that right hash. First and 10 for the Rams. Going to take this snap right at the 24-yard line, their own 24. Just under 8 minutes left to go second quarter. Single back formation for Stafford. Tight end goes in motion to his left. They're going to hand it off to Corum again right up the middle. Good stutter step. Good patience. Finds the hole. He's able to get about 5 yards on the carry. Again, that hole wasn't there on that left side. Then he cut it back and found it just inside that center and right guard. Second and 5 now for Stafford out of the gun. Puka in the slot left. He's looking that way. Throws and it's caught by a tight end. He falls forward. First down Rams again. Continuing to move this football on this drive. Trying to take the lead. They're down a touchdown. Can't continue to get field goals. Just under 7 minutes left to go in this first half. Stafford now goes under center at his own 35. Play action fake deep drop. Throws over the middle and it's caught. Nakua. And he runs right into a defender. Popped as he catches this football. And now in Seahawks territory right at the 48-yard line. Couple big catches in this first half by Nakua. And how does he hold on to this football? As soon as he catches it, gets popped. Good ball security by him. First and 10 Rams. 8 receptions, 68 yards in this first half for Puka. Stafford under center from the Seahawks 44. He's going to hand off to Corum, trying to get right, and he runs right into a Seahawks wall of defenders. It's going to be no gain on the carry. Stafford 5 of 10 in this first half for 97 yards, but most of those were to Nacua. On the deep play against Weatherspoon, Devontae Adams, another deep catch, and then Nacua on that catch. Second and 10 now for the Rams at the Seahawks 44. Stafford under center. Single back formation, hands off to Corum on a draw play. Corum 40, 35-30. Corum off to the races, pushed out of bounds right at the 24-yard line of the Seahawks. So big run by Corum on the draw play. And Stafford hands this ball off at the last moment. What sells it is Stafford's looking downfield and just hands this ball off at the last moment. And that's what springs Corum free on the first down run. So let's see if the Rams can punch it in here. A couple field goals when they get down into Seahawks territory like this. Stafford under center. Nacua goes in motion to his right. They hand off to Williams. Stutter step at the line of scrimmage. He falls forward for only about a 2-yard, 3-yard run right there. 4:30 left to go, second quarter. Rams down 10-6. Sean McVay dialing up a play into Stafford's helmet. Rams break the huddle, shotgun formation, tied in 2 wide receivers to Stafford's right. He's looking left, throws to Nacua, coming out in motion out of the flat. And it's caught close to a first down. I think they're going to mark him about a half-yard short. Rams continuing to move the football. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Time of possession about even. 14 minutes for the Seahawks. 12 minutes for the Rams. Single back formation for Stafford. Tight end goes in motion to his right. They hand off to Corum right up the middle. He fights free. Second level. First down run for the Rams. Down to the 11-yard line. They get a first down right at the 1. $63 yards rushing in this first half for the Rams, only 36 for Seattle. And usually they dominate on the ground. Stafford now single back formation. 2 wide receivers to his left. Puka all alone to his right. Kyron Williams, the running back, and they whistle it dead as soon as Stafford takes the snap. Looks like we got a timeout on the field. There is, by the Rams, their first timeout. They have 2 remaining in this first half. So Sean McVay actually runs like 30 yards to call this timeout. I'm not sure if he didn't like what he saw with the Seahawks defense, but actually runs up to the ref right before Stafford snaps this football. It looked like it was going to be a play action fake. Bunch power formation for the Rams. 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line of the Seahawks. They're going to hand off to Corum, trying to get right now. Cuts back middle. Gains positive yardage. 3 yards on the carry. 2:30 left to go, second quarter. It's going to bring up 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8 from the 9-yard line here. Rams break the huddle. Stafford shows pistol formation, now goes under center. Nakua goes in motion to his right. Williams, the running back, about 7 yards deep. Now Stafford changes the play under center, and he gets the Rams defender to jump right here. This could be a free 5 yards for the Rams on the snap count by Matthew Stafford. Oh, I think the 2-minute warning. Yeah, the 2-minute warning actually wound down. So no penalty. Still going to stay 2nd and 8. So we got 2-minute warning. Rams are at the 9-yard line, down 10-6. This play's huge right here because if you even get it close, you're 3rd and 3. You can't, if you go 3rd and 8 and you go incomplete, then you obviously have to kick another field goal again. But I'd say if they're close at all, they're going to be aggressive. Just because they've kicked 2 field goals on drives previously. And the Rams are on the road. Shout out Cedric. My bad, Kendon. I wasn't even looking at the chat. Good to see you back, though, man. What's up, Fourth? Parker, your Rams got a score right here. Field goals aren't going to win you playoff games on the road. You got to get 6. Here we go, just out of the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 8 now for the Rams. Shotgun formation for Stafford. Tight end goes in motion to his left. 2 wide receivers to his left. Devontae Adams all alone to his right. Corum on his right hip. Stafford takes a snap. 3-step drop. Looks left. Throws and it's caught. Williams! Touchdown as he walks in untouched. Rams are going to take the lead. Parker's loving that. 12-10. Extra point pending. And Williams coming out of the backfield. Nobody's covering him. Actually goes through the line of scrimmage right there. That's how he actually is hidden as he goes out for that pass. So the Rams take the lead right before the first half ends. 13-10, 1:55 left to go, second quarter. What a drive. And usually how it works, you have one in the AFC Championship game, NFC Championship game. One team on the road wins, and then one home team wins. I feel like that's how it happens every single year. But you might have 2 road teams. Possibly. If the Seahawks can't run the football, I mean, this team averages 172 in their last 4 games. They got 30. And we're almost the end of the first half. Where's Walker been? Is it lagging bad? It's probably just the connection, man. I'm on data connection, that's why. It wouldn't even let me start earlier. Right around right around noon, I tried to go live and it kept saying unable to connect, unable to connect. It isn't. Well, sometimes it does. I mean, it's just the connection where I'm at in my garage. So these two teams have played each other twice all year. I don't think the Rams are scared at all what the Seahawks have to offer. I mean, Seahawks are a really good football team, but the Rams have seen them twice already, you know? Kickoff's going to be a touchback. Darnold's going to get this football one last time in the first half. Try to at least tie this game up or take the lead. Seahawks trying to rope-a-dope them, get a score right before half, and then get a score right after half. They will receive the second half kickoff. Darnold out of the gun. They're going to hand off to Walker, trying to get right, turn the corner. He cuts it back in front of a blocker and gets out of bounds for about a 3-yard carry. Ran about 20 yards right there, but only got 3. Darnold 8 of 10 in this first half, 130 yards. They give him only 1 yard on that carry. I want to say he got more than that. Got a bad spot right there. Darnold now out of the gun. Smith-Njigba goes in motion to his right. Shaheed all alone to his right as well. Darnold steps up in the pocket, throws, and it's incomplete, intended for Kupp over the middle. Broken up. Tight window throw broken up by Durant, defensive back of the Rams. Would have been a tough catch for Kupp. 3rd and 9 for Stafford. Out of the gun, 2 wide receivers to his left and a tight end. And now out of the empty. Takes a shotgun snap, 4-step drop, throws, and it's incomplete. Drop by Helani. He's got to get his head around sooner. As soon as he gets his head around, that ball is there. Tries to one-hand it. Rams force the punt. Stafford's going to get this ball back. Seahawks were completely dominating this game. I want to say 10 unanswered by the Rams. Looks like we got holding on Seattle on the punt. So 2 timeouts remaining for the Rams, all 3 timeouts remaining for the Seahawks. We got 1:33 left to go second quarter. I'm not sure. They might make them punt this over again. It was holding. They tried to go for the block, and looks like the up man held the guy coming right through the middle right there. So sometimes the coach, he's got the decision to back him up and make him kick the punt over again. Maybe McVay makes him do that. Hey, what's up, Brian? Good to see you back. Yeah, Cooper Kupp is always going to be a Rams favorite. He won a Super Bowl with you guys. I want to say he led the league in catches for a couple straight years. And then he got injured, and the Rams kind of moved on from him. Didn't he play at Eastern Washington? Wasn't that his college? He didn't play at like a Power 5 college. It was like a Eastern Washington, something like that. Second round pick. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. I never thought the Rams would get rid of Cup. I thought him and Stafford would be a connection for a long time, like you see Kelsey and Mahomes, but the Rams had to move on from him just because of injuries. Here we go, back from commercial. Rams trying to get a score right before the first half in. Stafford out of the gun. Tied in 2 wide receivers to his right. Devontae Adams all alone to his left. Williams on his left hip. They're going to hand this football off to Williams. Second level, fights forward. He's got about 5 yards on the carry. Rams got to hurry up here. Clock ticking. 1:20 left to go. Second quarter. Stafford now barking out signals. Gets the play out. They get set. Shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers on each side. Stafford with a quick out to Nakua, and it's broken up. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Tight coverage right there on that quick out to Puka. And that ball's got to be more out in front of Puka. It's behind him. It gives that DB a chance to break on it. $109 left to go, second quarter. 3rd and 5 now for the Rams. Stafford out of the gun. Corum on his right hip. 2 wide receivers to his right, 2 to his left. Nakua to his left. Looking that way. Now he's going to fire deep. Nakua! Incomplete! Broken up by Woolen right at the last moment. Goes up and bats that pass down. It's going to bring up 4th and 5. Oh, did Sean McVay call a timeout before that play got off? I think he did. They snapped it and let him play on. It's either that, they're going to go for it on 4th and 5. Winner advances to Super Bowl 60 in the Bay Area. Rams up 13-10. McVay called the timeout. Seahawks showing blitz. They back off. Stafford now time in the gun. Throws and it's caught. No, incomplete. Dropped at the last moment. And the Seahawks are going to force a punt. It's going to bring up 4th and 5. 1:03 left to go second quarter. And the Seahawks have all 3 timeouts remaining. So both teams had the ball under a minute. Unable to do anything with it. Have to punt it back. Stafford tried to hit his running back in the flat right there. Evans with the punt for the Rams. And it's going to be caught by Shaheed as a running catch. Catches it to his knees right at the 27-yard line. So 54 seconds left to go in this first half. Seahawks down 13-10. All 3 timeouts remaining. At least a chance to tie this game up. And you can still run the football right here on first down. You have 3 timeouts. Say you get a huge chunk, maybe like a 10-yard gain on first down, call a timeout. Yeah, the playbook still is open up right here. You're not 100% passing this football. Something just tells me that Rams punt is going to come back to haunt them. Seahawks are going to get a score here right before the half ends. They're going to tie this game up, then get a score coming out of the second half. Rams had to do something with that football. Either that or you waste the time and don't give the Seahawks an opportunity. I mean, but they got 3 timeouts left. They didn't even make them use their timeouts. Seahawks offense, first 2 drives, 19 plays, 137 yards. Their next 2, only 7 yards. Here's Darnold now out of the gun. 54 seconds left. 3-step drop, looks right, throws, and it's caught! Smith-Njigba with the catch in traffic. Williams with the great coverage. But the hands of Smith-Njigba catches this football just too strong. Try to bat this football out of his hands. Good job by Smith-Njigba to hold on to it. So first down catch. Darnold now out of the gun from his own 36. Deep drops, got time. He's going to throw left, and it's incomplete. Almost picked off. This ball got tipped, and Lake broke on it. And it falls incomplete. 44 seconds left to go second quarter. Seahawks with all 3 timeouts remaining. Rams with 1 timeout. Darnold now 9 of 14 in this first half. 140 yards. Seahawks break the huddle. 2nd and 10 from their own 36. Kupp goes in motion to his left out of the gun. Darnold drop back. Looks left. Steps up in the pocket. It's going to fire. Caught! Smith-Njigba goes up and gets it! Right at the 22. This guy's incredible! Taking over this football game. Gets popped as he catches this football. The best wide receiver in the league, Jackson Smith-Njigba. Running free down that left seam. And how is he this wide open? Beats the safety on a double move. Six catches, 102 yards in this first half for Smith-Njigba. 37 seconds left to go in this first half. 2 timeouts remaining for the Seahawks. They used their first one after that big catch. It totally changes the field. The Seahawks are now at the Rams' 22. Smith-Njigba goes in motion to Darnold's right out of the gun. Halani on his right hip. Darnold takes a shotgun snap, looks middle, now right, throws underneath. Caught by Halani, makes one guy miss, splits 2 defenders. He's got another first down catch for the Seahawks all the way down to the 9-yard line as they use their second timeout, 1 timeout remaining. 30 seconds left to go in this second quarter. I thought it would come back to haunt him when the Rams couldn't do anything with that last drive, and he had 54 seconds left and 3 timeouts. I didn't think it'd be a touchdown. I thought they would move the football and at least get down to field goal range. So all of a sudden, Darnold's got 200 yards passing in this first half, carving this Rams defense up. Darnold now out of the empty, sends Halani in motion to his right, now sends him back in motion to his right hip. Takes a shotgun snap, and they whistle a dead flag on the play. Looks like we got a false start on the Seahawks. Looks like they're going to back them up 5 here. That's tough right there. You're 1st and goal at the 9. And then you get a false start. Now you're 1st and goal at the 14. And they get the center right there. Darnold now in the gun after the penalty. Shaheed goes in motion to his left. Halani on his left hip. Barner all alone to his right. Darnold takes a shotgun snap, looks middle, now left, going to fire over the middle, and it's caught by Smith-Njigba, but he's out of bounds. About 2 yards out of bounds in the back of the end zone. I mean, the separation that he gets is incredible. He's wide open on some of these catches. You would think the game plan would be to guard that guy. Second and goal for the Seahawks at the Rams' 14-yard line. Smith-Njigba goes in motion to Darnold's left. Darnold takes the snap, looking left, flushed. He's got to get rid of it, throws, and it's caught! Smith-Njigba again! Back corner of the end zone! Touchdown, Seahawks! They take the lead. 16-13 extra point pending. Smith-Njigba taking over. This time he's in the backfield, runs a wheel route where the running back should be. And you can put this guy anywhere. Running back position, slot position, outside, inside, in motion. Snap down, kick up, extra point is good. 17-13, 20 seconds left to go, second quarter. Smith-Njigba, have yourself a half. 120 yards, 7 catches, and a big touchdown. There's no one 5 yards around him. Like, I don't understand what the game plan is here. Shouldn't it be we got to cover the best wide receiver in the league? It's either that or they're just doing so many things with them they can't find a way to solve it. Seven catches, 115 yards, and a touchdown. Third game with 100-plus yards and a half. Ooh, that's a killer touchdown because the Seahawks get the ball coming out of the second half. Kickoff return by the Rams is all the way down to the 28-yard line. So 15 seconds left to go in this first half. Rams with one timeout. Stafford can try to get this to midfield and throw up a prayer with a Hail Mary. Rams now down 17-13. Going to take this snap at their own 29-yard line. Stafford out of the gun, high snap, deep drops, got time, looks over the middle, short. It's caught by a tight end, and he spins forward for a first down, about a 13-yard catch and run. Rams use their last timeout, 8 seconds left to go in this first half. You can try a 15-yard out right here. They're right about the 44-yard line. You could try a 15-yard out, try to get this down to about the 45. There's 8 seconds left. Possibly could have 1 or 2 seconds left if this play works exactly how the Rams want them. But the Seahawks are going to play the sideline here. Leave the middle of the field wide open. And it looks like the Seahawks are going to use their last timeout, get their defense right. But yeah, there's still enough time here where the Rams can hit a quick out, especially if the Seahawks play off coverage. But they're not going to give up too much. They're going to play about 10 yards off, give up, maybe a 5-yard quick out. That's going to take 4 seconds off the clock. And it's still not going to be enough for field goal range. Stafford eventually is just going to have to heave this one into the end zone. Here we go. Stafford in the gun. 3 wide receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Deep drop for Stafford. Looking deep. Now he's going to step up in the pocket. And he's going to run this football. 45 midfield. And he slides down right at the 45. Fumbles the football. Still on the Mandalorian. He has the football. Midfield 45. Still on his feet. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. He runs into the end zone. Did they whistle it dead? Was Stafford down? Gonna have to see that one again. They do say he was down. So the first half ends. Seahawks take the lead 17-13 heading into the half. They will get the football to start the second half. So Stafford doesn't attempt to go for the Hail Mary. Attempts to just run that football. Yeah, great first half. It was a 10-3 game. Seahawks were dominating this game, and then you had 10 straight unanswered from the Rams, and then a big score by the Seahawks at the end of the first half there. The story is the Rams not being able to cover Smith and Jigba. How much separation he's been getting in the first half on these catches is insane to me. Like there's no one 5 to 10 yards even around him when he catches the football. So they got to make some adjustments with him. They can't let him have a big second half. And what I mean by that, they can't let him have like a big catch, get over 200 yards. He's already got 115 in the first half. So they held Kenneth Walker in check. The first quarter, he was pretty solid. The second quarter, he really didn't get much going. Stafford's throwing or Darnold's throwing the football well. I think for the Rams, they got to get some pass rush. They got to find some type of way to get Darnold off his first read. But he's looking for Smith and Jigba. And if that's not there, they got a screen pass set up. Eventually the Seahawks are going to find a way and put a good drive together. So Stafford continues to have to answer. And the Rams defense has to get a pass rush on Stafford. That's really the only way they're going to win this football game. So we got halftime, guys. Games should be coming back on in about 10 to 15 minutes. Halftimes are a little bit longer in the championship games just because they want to make a lot more money. Hey, what's up, Parker? Thanks, Don, for watching. I appreciate you. And that's a close game, Parker. I mean, it could go anyone's way right now. It's just the thing for me is how are the Rams going to be able to cover Smith and Jigba? If he's getting that much separation in the first half, and even the pass to Shaheed on that first drive, he had like 2 or 3 steps. That's crazy how much better Sam Darnold has gotten than he played with the Jets. I mean, he was seeing ghosts. Remember that Monday night game when he came back on the sideline? He's like, I'm seeing ghosts out there. He threw like 5 interceptions that game, and the Jets got rid of him. He went to Carolina, was terrible at Carolina. Then went to the 49ers, got with Shanahan, was the backup. Totally rejuvenated his career. Ends up beating Shanahan to go on to the NFC Championship game. I guess that'll be your storyline heading into the Super Bowl if the Seahawks make it is Sam Darnold. You got Drake May, the guy that looks like Tom Brady. You watching the game, Parker, right now? Parker, give me a score prediction. What's going to happen in the second half? It's 17-13 right now, Seahawks. Give me a final score. Rams win 24-21. Okay. Well, the Seahawks would have to get two safeties then, right? Because they already got 17. So we'll say 27-24. Let's say 27-24. 38-28. I'll say 27-24. Or 27-24, not 37, 27. Yeah, you got to make a decision. If the Rams were to win this game, who are you going to root for in the Super Bowl? You're a Rams and Patriots fan. Hey, what's up, Ziva? Got a Seahawks fan. They're getting the ball at the half too. They're up 17-13 right now. Those are the worst when you get scored on right before the first half ends and then the other team gets the ball and then they come out and score. It's like a 14-point swing and you don't even get a chance to see the ball. I guess you'll make your decision. You got 2 weeks before the Super Bowl. So you have a long time to make your decision. I'm actually thinking about heading to the Super Bowl this year. It's in the Bay Area, and well, the game's in San Jose. A lot of the events are in San Francisco. What I really want to go to is Radio Row, where they have all the interviews and the radio shows and everything during the week. 32-28. Okay. It's a lot of points. For if the Seahawks were to score 32 or 28, I'm sure Smith Najigba be having a few more catches, so that would give him close to 200 yards. What's up, James? Yeah, I know that was brutal, man. It was such great weather when the game started, and right when the second half started, the snow started to come down, and that's when I felt like Stidham wasn't playing well, but the Broncos got some bad calls in that game as well. Yeah, I don't know if that was a forward pass or not. They said he threw it backwards. How they ruled it was incomplete, and they gave the ball right at the inside the red zone for the Patriots, and they were able to score after that. That was questionable. Was it a forward pass? Was it incomplete? They also gave a timeout to Vrabel right before the half when May slid down, and I felt like the clock should have ended. They gave him the timeout and allowed him to set up for a 63-yard attempt. And there was one more bad call too. I forget as well that went against the Broncos. Yeah, it was a 4th and 1. Yeah, when the Drake May snuck the football and he didn't get it, and they allowed a drive to continue to happen. But Stidham also, he played terrible in that second half. He did this little push pass at the end of the game where I was like, what are you doing, man? I swear I'd never seen a guy do this before. He tried to throw the ball with two hands instead of one, like he pushed it. It was like a push pass from a basketball. Here we go, second half about ready to get underway. Mevis is going to kick to Shaheed. And we're underway. Ball is going to bounce right at the 10 into the back of the end zone. Shaheed's going to pick it up and take the knee for the touchback. So 1st and 10 for the Seahawks. They break the huddle. Darnold, single back formation. Two tight ends to his left and Smith Najigba, one wide receiver to his right. Kenneth Walker, the running back, they're going to hand it off to him. Stutter step, second level, runs into a couple Rams defenders, falls down for about a 4 or 5 yard carry on first down. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6, 2nd and 5. Seahawks trying to get a score right before the end of the half, and right after the half, their first drive. Donald now out of the gun. Tight end goes in motion to his right. Now Walker goes in motion to his left out of the empty. Darnold looking left. Now middle, all kinds of time. Then hits Smith Najigba in zone coverage. He finds a soft spot in the zone. Smith Najigba adds on to his total. It's a 10-yard catch for him. First down, Seahawks. 13:49 left to go, third quarter. Seahawks up 17-13. Darnold now single back formation. Barner goes in motion to his left. K9, the running back, now changes the play. Still stays under center. Barner goes in motion to his left. They're going to fake the pitch to Walker. Darnold's going to get out to his right. Young all over him. He's got to get rid of it, and he does. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. on the throwaway from Darnold. Darnold now 13 of 19, 221 yards and a touchdown in this football game. Looks like that oblique is bothering him. They put the flak jacket on for the second half. 21 dropbacks, 1 sack, 8 pressures for Darnold. Now out of the gun, 2 wide receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Smith-Njigba in the slot left. K9, the running back. They're going to hand this football off to him on the draw play. Makes one guy miss, trying to get right and can't turn the corner. There's a flag on the play as well. This could be coming back, holding on the Seahawks. It is going to be holding on the Seahawks. So back them up 10. They decline the penalty. It was a 3-yard loss. So they decline it and make it 3rd down and 12 rather than 2nd and 22. See if Darnold can make him pay for that decision. Smith-Njigba goes in motion to his left. Darnold now out of the gun. Halani on his left hip. Cup all on to his right. Takes a shotgun snap. Rams blitz. He's in trouble. Got to step up and he falls down. Darnold is sacked. Goes back for a 6-yard loss. And the Seahawks got a punt for their first drive of the second half. Yeah, Rams rush 5 right here, and the Seahawks pass protection doesn't hold up. They run a stunt right up the middle, and that's what actually collapses that pocket, is both defensive tackles switch, and it gets the center and the guard on their heels. Dixon now with the punt for the Seahawks. All the way back to the Rams. Oh, and he muffs the punt! He falls down! Seahawks football! Right at the 18-yard line, he falls down on the punt return. Fumbles the football. It's going to be Seahawks ball. Great field position on the miscue by the Rams. Should have just let it bounce. I'm not sure why he even tried to catch this. He falls down as he's backpedaling, and then tries to catch it on his back, and that's when he fumbles the football, and Young is right there to pick it up. So big miscue for the Rams. They give the football right back to Sam Darnold in great field position. .12:07 left to go, third quarter. 1st and 10 off the muff punt from the Rams. Single back formation for Darnold. Smith-Njigba all alone to his right. Darnold, play action fake, looking Smith-Njigba's way. Now he's going to throw middle, and it's caught! Touchdown Seahawks! It's Bobo! Right after the turnover, they capitalize on it and take a 2-possession lead. 23-13, extra point pending. Yeah, man, that was pretty much ball game. When you fumble like that, deep in the opponent's territory, and you basically give a touchdown away, or give up 7 points like that in a playoff game, yeah, it's going to be tough. Extra point is good, 24-13. I mean, why would you even try to catch this ball as you're falling down? Just try to get away from the ball. Turn your body, contort your body so that ball just bounces and doesn't hit you. But why would you try to catch it on your back like that? I don't understand why you did that. Here's the kickoff for the Seahawks after the touchdown from Sam Darnold to Bobo. Makes it 24-13. Kickoff attempt taken at the 5. 25-yard line, tackled right at the 26-yard line. That's where Matthew Stafford is going to start this drive. And what sets up that touchdown pass is he looks at Smith-Njigba, and the whole defense goes that way, and it leaves Bobo wide open, going across the middle. So Stafford now down 11, 11:56 left to go, third quarter, play action fake. He's going to get deep, drops back, throws, and it's caught. Parkinson right at the 50 midfield and out of bounds right at the 39-yard line of the Seahawks. So a big play for the Rams after the muff punt gets them in Seahawks field position. Great throw right there by Stafford. Fits it in right over that DB. Perfect throw. Now right at the 35-yard line of the Seahawks, they're going to hand this football off to Corum. Stutter step. Now tries to fight middle. Still on his feet, trying to get yards, and only gets about 4 yards on the carry. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 6 for the Rams. Stafford now 9 of 16, 165 yards and a touchdown in this football game. Rams break the huddle. Stafford in the gun. Puka in the slot right. Takes a snap. Deep drop. Looking left. Now throws all the way across the field. And Davante Adams all the way down at the 2-yard line. What set that up is Stafford looked the safety off. Got one-on-one on that far sideline right. And hit Adams with the one-on-one coverage. He's working on Joby. Or Job, that defensive back. 2 steps for Davante Adams. Rams in business at the Seahawks 2. 1st and goal. 2 receptions, 52 yards for Adams. Stafford now in the pistol formation. He's going to take the snap. Looking left. Fade. He's going to throw. It's caught! Davante Adams. Touchdown Rams. And the Rams answer the Seahawks touchdown. Darnold to Bobo. Now Stafford to Adams. Makes it 24-19. Extra point pending. So, Parker, we might have a high-scoring second half, like you said. $9:41 left to go, third quarter. Rams strike quick on that drive. Snap down, kick up, extra point is good. So 24-20, 9:41 left to go, third quarter. Oh, I appreciate you for watching, Ziva. We got ourselves a great game here. It's going to come down to the fourth quarter anyways. It's going to be close. But anytime you give the ball back to the Seahawks, you immediately go back to how are the Rams going to be able to guard Smith-Njigba? Are they finally going to double team him? And like they did the last time, they really had a safety over the top. They had a guy underneath, a guy right by the side of him, and they let Bobo with one-on-one. So pick your poison. If you want to double Smith-Njigba, Darnold's going to beat you with someone else. For me, the only way the Rams are going to have a chance to get some stops, they got to get pressure. They got to get pressure on third down at least. When it's third and long, you got to be able to get pressure. And Young and Verse haven't been able to do that today. Four plays, 75 yards, only 2:20 off the clock for that Rams drive. Kickoff is a touchback. McVay fired up after that last touchdown. Seahawks break the huddle. First and 10 from their own 35-yard line. Darnold's going to hand this football off to Holani. Someone grabbed the face mask right there. No flags on the play. He's able to gain about 3 yards on the carry. 9:28 left to go, third quarter. Seahawks only up 24-20 now. They were just up 11. Rams answered with the touchdown. Darnold 14 of 21, 238 yards, 2 touchdowns, 136 rating. Now goes under center. A tight end and a wide receiver to his left. Now a tight end goes in motion to his right. Smith-Njigba all alone to his right. Kenneth Walker, the running back, 6 yards deep. Darnold takes a snap, hands off to Walker, runs right into a wall, tries to fight forward, and he's going to lose 2 yards. Walker stopped right there. I'm not sure. He looked like he was about ready to pitch it back to Darnold. He thought better of it. And actually lost a couple yards right there. It's going to make 3rd and 9 now for the Seahawks. Rams trying to get off the field here. We talked about it during the commercial. They have to be able to get pressure on third down against Sam Darnold. If he just drops back, has all kinds of time, 3-4 seconds back there to find Smith-Njigba. Darnold takes a shotgun snap, looking left, has time's going to throw, and it's caught by a tight end in the flat. Actually, Cooper Kupp. He's wide open, first down catch for the Seahawks. And again, he's got no pressure whatsoever right there. The Rams are rushing 4. They're not even making an attempt to blitz at all. And he hits Cooper Kupp in zone coverage and to the far sideline left for the first down. So 7:50 left to go, third quarter. Seahawks closing in on midfield at their own 48-yard line. Shaheed goes in motion to his right. They hand it off to Walker. Stutter step. Second level. Fighting. Runs into a defender. First down running more. Kenneth Walker. It's a big run they needed right there. Wears a defense down. Runs like that. Good patience by Walker right there at the line of scrimmage. Hole's not there right away. But he finds it in between that center right guard. Darnold now empty formation. 16 first downs for the Seahawks in this football game. They're in Rams territory at the 41. Deep drop back out of the gun. Darnold over the middle. Fires. It's caught by Holani. Close to a first down, 9-yard catch. It's going to bring up second and short. 6:47 left to go, third quarter. Seahawks on the move. They need to show some tempo on this drive. Darnold. He's got Walker right behind him. Smith-Njigba goes in motion to his left. They're going to throw quick out to Smith-Njigba in space, 25-yard line all the way down to the 17. How do you not know it's going to him when he goes in motion like that? And they set it up. They put him right next to his left hip. Then they send him in motion to his left. He catches a quick pass, and Coop with great blocking right there. Rams trying to force a field goal attempt and hold this to a one-possession game. Seahawks right at the 20-yard line, just outside the red zone. Barner goes in motion to his left. Darnold, play action fake, is going to keep it himself. Going to get out to his left, throw on the run. It's caught by Barner for about a 5-yard catch. Spins forward, gains a few extra yards right there. Leans forward. It's going to be about a 6-yard catch. Bring up second and 4. Darnold now 17 of 24, 278 yards, 2 touchdowns. Just under 5 minutes left to go in this third quarter. NFC Championship game, Super Bowl on the line. Darnold now under center. Walker, the running back. Throw quick out, and it's out in front of the receiver, Bobo. Inaccurate pass there by Sam Darnold. If that ball is just right on Bobo, he makes one guy miss. That's a touchdown. For sure, he's got the first down there on 2nd and 3. Just a miscue by Sam Darnold. Inaccurate pass. .457 left to go in this third quarter. 3rd and 3 now for Darnold. Out of the gun, Walker on his left hip. He goes in motion. 3 wide receivers to his right. 1 to his left. Darnold takes a shotgun snap. It looks middle, now right. Throws and it's caught. Kupp! He runs into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Cooper Kupp with the touchdown, and the Seahawks answer. They go back up 10, extra point pending. Great drive right there by the Seahawks. Running the football, throwing the football, and again, the Rams cannot get any pressure on Sam Darnold. Snap down kick is up. Extra point is good. 31-20. Seahawks now back to an 11-point lead. Darnold to Kupp for the 15-yard touchdown catch. What do you guys think? Can the Rams answer again? You just get the feeling that muff punt by the Rams really hurt their chances of winning this game. Because that's going to come back to haunt them. If this game is close down the stretch, and the Seahawks scoring off that muff punt, nine plays, 65 yards, 7 minutes off the clock. Kickoff return for the Rams all the way down to the 25-yard line. There is a flag on the play as well. This is usually always on the return team, so back them up 10 on this drive. Yeah, we got an illegal block in the back on the Rams, so 10-yard penalty. From the spot, it's going to be half the distance. Rams are going to be starting this drive at their own 13-yard line, so Stafford's got to go the length of the field on this drive. 4:45 left to go, third quarter, down 31-20. Single back formation, play action fake, deep drop for Stafford. It's going to look deep. Fire! Caught Devontae Adams! And he's out of bounds, close to midfield. Another big play for Devontae. Rams not giving up, showing good fight. As Devontae Adams beats Weatherspoon. Great throw by Stafford to the sideline. They're right at their own 48. Stafford deep drop, looking left. Now throws in underneath. It's caught by Parkinson for about a 2-yard gain. Flag on the play as well. Legal contact on the Rams. It's going to be Illegal contact on the Seahawks, actually. It's going to be an automatic first down for the Rams. Now they held Puka Nacua downfield. Rams now in Seahawks territory. Stafford now in the gun. 2 wide receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Williams, the running back, they're going to hand it off to him. Full head of steam right up the middle, second level, and he gets about 5 yards on the carry. So it brings up 2nd and 5. Rams in a must score right here. They're down 2 possessions, closing in on the 4th quarter. Field goal does no good right here. The Rams seem like they figured it out on offense. Got to try to get a touchdown right here. At least try to make it 1 possession. Stafford now deep drop, play action fake. He's got time, pump fake. Now he's going to throw underneath. Williams trying to make a guy miss, and he's tackled right by the ankles. There is another flag on the play. This has got to be on the Rams holding, right? It's on the Rams. Illegal use of hands. Alaric Jackson, their left tackle. So it backs him up 10 on 2nd and 5. Now 2nd and 15. 3:04 left to go, 3rd quarter. Now back in their own territory at their own 47. Stafford, single back formation. Williams, the running back, 7 yards deep. 2 wide receivers to his right, 1 to his left. They're going to hand it off to Williams right up the gut, and he's got about 3 yards on the carry. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and long situation here for the Rams. 2:38 left to go, 3rd quarter. Can't punt this ball back to the Seahawks. At least got to get 7 here and go for it on 4th and manageable. Rams now at the Seahawks 49. Stafford in the gun. Tight end and 2 wide receivers to his left. Deep drop, in trouble. Steps up, throws. Stafford almost picked up by Wolin. It's going to bring up 4th and 12. And the Rams are going to have to punt this football. Ball was underthrown. Wolin with good coverage right there, intended for Nacua. Nacua turns into a DB right there, swats it away right at the last second, or that ball's picked off. Woolen's going to be a free agent at the end of the year. He's going to get a big contract, defensive back for the Seahawks. Hasn't had a great year. Looks like we got taunting. Wow. Is this going to give the Rams an automatic first down? Yeah, taunting on Woolen after the play. Wow, it is going to give him an automatic first down. That's a 15-yard taunting penalty. The Seahawks are up 11. Huge mistake there by Woolen. Just go back to your sideline. You made a great play. Go back to your sideline. Now you give the Rams another chance. Gives him 15 yards. Now they're at the Seahawks 34. Play action fake for Stafford. He's going to make a pay now. Throw it deep. And it's got Nacua right at the pylon. Touchdown Rams. They make Woolen pay on the taunting penalty. Touchdown Rams 31-26. Unbelievable. And they throw it on Woolen right there. Nacua catches it right over him. Woolen makes the great play and then taunts the Rams sideline. Gets the 15-yard penalty, keeps the Rams drive alive. They make a play on the next drive. Unbelievable. And I just got said he's a free agent. He's going to make a lot of money in the offseason. He doesn't play like that. Now you just lost a bunch of money. Man, Nakua's so wide open here. He's even smiling as this ball is coming down. You can see him smile. He knows he's going to catch this. Almost drops it. They got to actually see if he's in the end zone. He falls down right about the half-yard line. They're checking New York right here to see if it's a touchdown, but Woolen with a huge mistake. As soon as he almost picks his pass off, he goes right to the Rams sideline and just is talking shit to McVay, and that's when they call the penalties. When he approaches McVay, that's when the flags come out. They didn't throw it out right away. They let him talk a little bit, but once he got to McVay, they were like, all right, we got to throw the laundry out. And all of a sudden, you see McVay give a huge fist pump, like, yeah, and him and Stafford are, like, laughing at Woolen. Did you see that? Woolen makes a great play. It's 4th and 12, and he goes to the Rams sideline and is basically just talking shit, you know? I mean, must have said something crazy enough to draw the flag. But the Rams had the muff punt, and the Seahawks now have the taunting penalty by Woolen. That basically evens things up here in the second half. So we're going to have a great game, guys, in this fourth quarter. Grab your popcorn, because this is going to be an unbelievable finish. Wow, it wasn't much. He didn't say much. I thought he was over on that sideline for a while talking shit, but he jumped up, jumps to his right, jumps again to his right, says a few things, and then turns away. And as Woolen's turning away, running back to his own sideline, that's when the flag comes out. Sketchy flag right there. I could see as he's doing it, but not when he turns his back like that. That's a late flag. He was talking shit to the Rams sideline. I get that, but it's a late flag right there. So the Rams elect not to go for two. They kick the extra point. Monterari and Woolen getting into it on the Seahawks sideline. So Woolen now getting into it with his teammates. 5 plays, 87 yards, 3 minutes off the clock. Nakua finishes it off with a 34-yard touchdown catch. Seahawks still lead 31-27. Kickoff attempt for the Rams to the Seahawks, taken right at the goal line by Shaheed, and he runs right into a Rams defender right at the 27-yard line. See what's going on that Seahawks sideline. Amarwari and Wolin having a discussion there. It's got to be about, like, keep your cool, man. Like, here's Darnold now under center trying to answer the touchdown from the Rams. Single back formation. Tight end goes in motion to his left. They fake the handoff to Walker. Hand it off to Shaheed coming in motion. And he's out of bounds for no gain. Unable to turn the corner right there and use his speed. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Seahawks. 1:46 left to go, third quarter. Darnold 19 of 27, 291 yards, and 3 touchdowns in this game. Rams got to find some way to generate some type of pass rush. Darnold now in the gun. A running back on each side. Shaheed goes in motion to his left. Now Njigba goes in motion to his left, looking that way. Darnold gets out to his right, in trouble, has got to throw it away. And the Rams force a 3rd and 10. Good opportunity to get off the field right here. Try to get the lead. He was going to his go-to guy right there, Jackson Smith-Njigba, but the Rams took that read away. He had to get out to his right, and not his best when Darnold's mobility. Third and long now. Darnold in the empty formation. Smith-Njigba goes in motion to his left. 3 wide receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Darnold now, 2-step drop, throws quick out, and it's caught by Walker. He dives forward. Does he have the first down? Depends on the spot. And I think he's got it by the nose of the football. It's going to be a first down for the Seahawks. Wow. A killer there on 3rd down. And it was that dive. He reaches out right at the last moment before he goes out of bounds. That's what got him that first down. Darnold now with over 300 yards passing in this game. Just under 40 seconds left to go in this third quarter. 1st and 10. They break the huddle. Holani, the running back, 7 yards deep. Darnold under center. Now changes the play. Goes back into the gun. Holani on his right hip. Takes a shotgun snap. Darnold looking left. Now all the way across the field right. Now throws underneath. It's caught by Holani. Can't make a guy miss, and he's down for about a 5-yard catch. It's going to bring up 2nd and 5 from the Seahawks' 42-yard line, closing in on midfield. And that's going to be the last play of the third quarter. 31-27 coming down to the wire. Here we go. Seahawks 15 minutes away from Super Bowl 60. They're up 31-27. First play of the fourth quarter. Here's Darnold now under center. Tight end goes in motion to his left. Smith and the Jigba all alone to his left. Now goes back into the gun. He's got Walker on his left hip. Takes a shotgun snap. Looks left. Now middle. Now going to get out of the pocket. Darnold, what do you got? Fakes the pitch. Now he's going to run for a first down out of bounds. Sam Darnold. Faked the pitch to Kenneth Walker. Kind of got that linebacker frozen in space. Darnold's able to get this first down run just enough right there. Now in Rams territory, right at the 44-yard line. Field goal makes it a 7-point game. A touchdown makes it 2 possession. Now Darnold's going to play action fake, and he's taken down! A safety blitz by the Rams at the perfect time on the play action. And Darnold's got his back turned, and Kitchens is right in his face as he turns around. Seahawks run a play action, and Kitchens on the safety blitz comes free. And the Seahawks lose 12 yards right there. Now go back into their own territory. What a call right there. Perfect defensive call, the safety blitz when the other team's on their play action fake. Darnold now in the gun. Takes a snap, looks left, time's going to throw underneath. It's caught by Cooper Kupp. They get some of those sack yardage back. It's going to be about a 5-yard, 6-yard catch. Bring up 3rd and 13. So another chance here for the Rams to get off the field. They had a 3rd and 10 earlier, and Darnold burned them. Can he burn them here on 3rd and 15? Seahawks break the huddle. Darnold in the gun. Barner goes in motion to his left. A tight end and a wide receiver to his right. Smith and the Jigba all alone to his left, and Verse jumps the route. I think you're going to get a defensive offsides on the Rams here. As Verse tried to jump the snap, it's going to be encroachment on the Rams. And make this a 3rd and 8 now. Yeah, you got a neutral zone infraction on Jared Verse. I see what he's trying to do there. He's trying to jump the snap. But you got to guess right, because if you don't, you're just giving them the Seahawks free yards right there. 3rd and 10 now for Darnold out of the empty. Kupp goes in motion to his right. 2 wide receivers to his left. Darnold now gets a shotgun snap, looks left, now middle, throws, and it's incomplete, broken up at the last moment by Durant. Shaheed was open, but the Rams jumped that route and broke it up. Shaheed is just going to sit in zone coverage right there, but good break on the coverage by the Rams. Durant breaks it up as soon as Shaheed gets his hands on this football. It's going to bring up 4th and 10. The Seahawks got a punt. Dixon trying to coffin quarter the Rams here. Inside their own 10-yard line. Here's the punt from Dixon. And it's going to be fair caught right at the 10-yard line by Kyron Williams. Stafford's got to go the length of the football, 90 yards to take the lead. They're down 31-27. 12-18 left to go, fourth quarter. Hey, what's up, Christian? Fourth, I'll eventually give you one, bro. I just gotta see you keep coming by the streams. Come by a couple streams, I'll give you a mod, no problem. You just get the feeling that that taunting call by Woolen really gave the Rams momentum in this game. It gave them second life. In the next play, after the taunting penalty, they take a deep shot to Nakua for the touchdown. And ever since then, it's just been. And the Seahawks stalled on their next drive, weren't able to move the football. The Rams have fought back twice, down 11. They were just down 31-20. Here we go. Rams break the huddle, 1st and 10 from their own 10-yard line. Corum, the running back, 6 yards deep. Nakua goes in motion to Stafford's left. Stafford takes the snap, hands off to Corum, trying to get left, and breaks a tackle. 1st down run for the Rams. Blake Corum. Great run right there. All the way down to the Rams' 20-yard line, a 10-yard run. Just under 12 minutes left to go in this football game. Winner advances to Super Bowl 60 in the Bay Area. NFC Championship game, 1-score game, 4th quarter. Stafford under center, takes a snap, play action fake, deep drop, looking deep now, throws underneath. It's caught by Corum right at the 30-yard line, splits 2 defenders down at the 36. Back-to-back 1st downs for the Rams. It's Blake Corum, former Michigan running back. Stafford now 14 of 22, 280 yards and 3 touchdowns in this football game. First downs are even, 20 apiece for each team. 53 total plays for the Seahawks, 44 for the Rams. Stafford under center, play action fake, deep drop, looking left, throws, and it's caught in the flat by Williams. Makes one guy miss. No, on his feet, Williams out of bounds. Williams should have been an 8-yard catch. Broke 3 Seahawks tackles right there. Gets an extra 5 yards, gets the 1st down. 3 straight 1st downs for the Rams. Ooh, and that could have been a roughing the passer penalty right there. Stafford was hit late. We got an injured Seahawks player down. Seems to be okay, walks off on his own power. They stop the clock. Injury timeout. 10:40 left to play, 4th quarter. Seahawks up 31-27. Rams break the huddle. Stafford single back formation. 2 wide receivers to his right. Takes a snap, play action fake. Stafford's going to get out to his right. He's going to heave one. Fires! Incomplete. Defended well by Woolen. Tried to take a deep shot to the middle of the field right there. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 now for the Rams. 10:21 left to go in this football game. Stafford now under center. Play action fake. Seahawks blitz. He's got to get rid of it. Throws and it's caught. Parkinson right at the 40. Stiff arm! And he's down right at the 36-yard line. First down, Rams. As soon as he catches this football, he puts a hand right into the Seahawks face mask. Creates some separation right there. Gets a few extra yards. Great catch over the middle by Parkinson, the Rams tight end. Stafford now just over 300 yards in this football game, 3 touchdowns. Now in the gun, 3 wide receivers to his left. Stafford deep drops, got time. Now he's going to throw in the flat. It's caught by Corum for about a 2-yard gain. It's going to bring up 2nd and 8. 9:29 left to go in this fourth quarter. Rams need a touchdown. Field goal does no good. They're down 31-27. Stafford, 9 of 11, 186 yards and 2 touchdowns in this second half. He's feeling himself. Takes a shotgun snap, looks left, now all the way across field right, hits Corum in the flat, and he's close to a first down. Got about 6 yards on the catch. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Closing in on the Seahawks red zone. They're going to take this next snap at the Seahawks 26-yard line. McVay dialing up a play in a Stafford's helmet. 8:30 left to go in this football game. It's touchdown or bust for the Rams. Winner advances to Super Bowl 60. Stafford under center. He's going to have play action fake. Deep drop, throw over the middle. It's caught! Parkinson! No, he dropped it! Oh, it was right in his hands. It would have been a touchdown for the Rams. He would have walked into the end zone. Instead, he drops it. McVay's got a decision to make. Do you go for it here on 4th and 1, or do you take your points, make it 31-30, trust your defense? I think you got to go for it in this situation. Parkinson dropped a sure thing first down. Now 4th and 1. Stafford out of the gun. Huge play in this football game. Low snap. He's got to get rid of it. Steps up in the pocket. Stafford's going to dive, and he's got the touchdown. It wasn't there. He stepped up in the pocket, decided to run for it. It was him and DeMarcus Lawrence, and Stafford beat him. First down, Rams, as they continue to drive. How does Stafford get away from DeMarcus Lawrence right there? He's 37 years old. And he evades him. 7:36 left to go in this football game. Stafford now under center. 1st and 10. Rams are going to hand off to Corum. Stutter step trying to get right. Corum, and he's upended for a 2-yard loss. There is a flag on the play as well. This possibly could be holding on the Rams. Back them up 10. Oh, no, we got offsides on the Seahawks. Looks like we had a Seahawks defensive lineman in the neutral zone. Wow. Knight, the linebacker. I'm thinking that was holding. That's a horrible call right there. Damn, man. That guy had nothing to do with the play, and they called that. 1st and 5 now for the Rams at the Seahawks 18-yard line. Stafford play action fake deep drop. He's got time now. He decides to run up the middle. Shovel pass to Nakua, 20-yard line, 15. Nakua spun out of bounds, first down run. Stafford safety valve. Nakua in the flat. It was a shovel pass to him. Nakua does the rest for the first down. Closing in on the goal line. Rams break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the Seahawks 12-yard line. Stafford takes a shotgun snap, looks right, throws, and it's caught by Nakua across the middle for a short gain. All the way down to the Seahawks 8-yard line. It's a 4-yard catch. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Long drive here for the Rams. 6:10 remaining in this football game. Down 31-27. Need a touchdown. Nakua goes off the sideline. The Rams bring in a heavy package. Second and 4. Stafford now under center. Tight end goes in motion to his right. They're going to hand it off to Corum, and he's upended for maybe one yard on that run. Got tripped up as soon as he tried to get through that hole. It's going to be no gain on the play. Still 3rd and 4. 5:25 left to go in this football game. Rams have 2 plays to get 4 yards here. They can get a first down right at the 2-yard line. 3rd and 4 from the 6. Stafford out of the gun. He's got time. Looks left. Now middle. Stafford in trouble. He's got to get rid of it. Throws sidearm, and it's incomplete. Try to test Weatherspoon on that far sideline right. Ball got batted down. Stafford with the sidearm pass right there. Was looking for Devontae Adams, but he got covered up well by Job. Here we go. Ball game on the line. They're going to go for it. 4th and 4 from the Seahawks 6. Stafford in the gun. 3 wide receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Takes a shotgun snap. Pump fake. Stafford's got time. What do you got? Incomplete! The Seahawks hold. Weatherspoon wants a flag. He's not going to get it. It's going to be a turnover on downs. Seahawks retain possession. Still up 31-27. Rams had to go for it on 4th and 4, and Weatherspoon with a great play on that tight end. Got to play defense here. Got to get a stop. You got to get a stop. 4th. Kendon, right here. You haven't been able to get any type of pass rush for most of the game. You got to live or die with the blitz. Either find a way to take Sack Darnold like they did the last drive with that safety blitz. When he went back for play action, he turned his back to the defense, and that's when they blitzed. And as soon as he got his head around, there's a guy right in his face on that blitz. So continue to mix up blitzes like that and fool him. I think that's what you have to do. If you give him time on this last drive, he's going to carve you up with Smith and the Jigba. But that muff punt is going to come into play. Yeah, Kendon, I think a lot of people wanted the Broncos to win that game. Just the underdog story of Stidham. I think people wanted to see like another Nick Foles moment. Just give people hope there's backups out there that can win big games, you know? It's not just like the Lamar Jacksons, the Patrick Mahomes, the Bo Nicks, the Staffords. You know, there's other quarterbacks out there that could win big games. It kind of gives teams hope that don't have a quarterback. Yeah, they do. Fourth. Right now, they got to get pressure. They got to find some way to get pressure on Darnold. If he beats you, he beats you. But rushing forward hasn't been doing it. Darnold now under center after the turnover on downs from the Rams. 4:54 left to go in this fourth quarter. He's going to hand this football off to Walker, cuts back middle, and he almost trips down but regains his balance and is able to get about 4 yards on the carry. 4 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd and 7. I think the Rams can live with one first down here if the Seahawks were to get it. Then after this first down, you got to start using your timeouts. Darnold now under center again. Play action fake. Looking deep. He's got time. He's going to throw in the flat. It's caught by Walker. Makes one guy miss. Walker. First down and more. Still on his feet as he reverses field. Kenneth Walker. Huge play right there on 2nd and 6. It's the type of plays that get you to a Super Bowl right there. As Walker beats Verse. Makes another guy miss. Big play from K9. 3:40 left to go in this fourth quarter. 1st and 10 for the Seahawks, up 31-27. Darnold now under center. Shaheed goes in motion to his right. Walker, the running back, they hand it off to him. Full head of steam right up the middle, and he falls forward for about 3 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd and 7. And I think if you're the Rams, you got to start using your timeouts right now. So Parker said 32-28. He was pretty close. It's 31-27 right now. I said 27-24. Yeah, he said that, Kendon. Most valuable player right there. Here's Darnold now out of the gun on 2nd and 8. Rams got to get a stop right here. Play action fake. Darnold's got all kinds of time. He's going to fire deep. Incomplete. Just off the hands of Shaheed on a deep out route. Wow, they decided to throw it there on 2nd and 8. Great pass protection. They try to win it all right there. It's going to bring up 3rd and 8. Another huge play in this football game. And they possibly could have gotten Lake for a push in the back there early on Shaheed. Here's Darnold now in the empty. Holani in the slot right. 3 wide receivers to his left. Darnold on 3rd and 8, and they whistle it dead. Looks like we got a timeout on the field by the Seahawks. Their first timeout, 2 timeouts remaining in this football game. Each team with 2 timeouts. Pretty much here, if the Seahawks get this first down, the chances of the Rams coming back go down drastically. But if the Rams get a stop right here, stop the clock, Stafford gets this ball back with 3 minutes. I mean, there's no other quarterback in the league you want with the football last in his hands, down a touchdown. So much experience. Stafford's been in this situation so many times. The Rams just need to stop on 3rd and 8. Yeah, McCaffrey. I'd almost give McCaffrey comeback player of the year because of last year his injuries, and then this year coming back, he looked like the true form. Didn't even look injured at all. So not only would I consider him for MVP, offensive player of the year, but also comeback player of the year. Hey, what's up, Teresa? Appreciate you for watching. Score right now, Teresa, is 31-27 Seahawks. They're 3rd and 8 right now. Basically, if the Rams get a stop, they're going to get this ball last. If they don't, the Seahawks can pretty much kill this clock. So big play here on 3rd and 8. Donald, empty formation. Barner goes in motion to his right. Halani on his left hip. Ball game on the line. Super Bowl 60 on the line. NFC Championship game on the line. Donald takes a shotgun snap. Rams blitz, throws over the middle, and it's caught! Close to a first down by Kupp! See where they're going to mark him. They're so close to a first down. It's inches away. Ref's foot is right on the marker. Cooper Kupp goes over the middle, makes a great catch in traffic. Reaches forward. He's close to a first down. They give it to him. And it's going to be tough now for the Rams to come back. Durant on the coverage. Good coverage by him. Solid coverage. Just a better pitch and catch. Kupp's running a slant over the middle, one-on-one coverage with Durant. And I think he's a yard short, honestly. He might have had his knee down before that marker, before he even reached out. This possibly could be 3rd and 1. McVay's thinking about challenging here. He's got the red flag out. Kupp extends out. He's on Durant's helmet as he falls forward. So he's still alive. Oh man, I think when he spun around, he was still on Durant. I think that's going to be a first down. Damn. Right now, the Seahawks are 31-27. They just got a huge first down, man. That could have been the dagger right there. Now Darnold under center. Walker, the running back. Going to hand off to Walker. Stutter step, trying to get left. Cuts back middle. Stays in bounds. Exactly what the Seahawks want to do. Keep this clock moving. Rams use their last timeout. 3:05 left to go in this football game. Yeah, I am, bro. Big Chiefs fan. But I also like to smoke too. So it kind of put the two together. Chief, High Smoke. I've had a lot of names. I've changed my name a lot. I think I'm just going to keep this one though. right now? You're burning in Lee Summit right now? Hell yeah, spark it up. Donald now under center, 2nd and 10. Shaheed goes in motion to his right. Halani, the running back, play action fake for Donald. He's going to throw this football, get out to his right, and it's caught! Smith-Njigba with the first down catch. And if it wasn't over, now it is. No timeouts remaining for the Rams. Seahawks can pretty much kill this clock. There's the 2-minute warning. That'll stop the clock one more time. But Donald gets out to his right, finds his reliable receiver, Jackson Smith-Njigba, for the first down. 10 catches, a $155, and a touchdown for JSN. The only thing you can hope for the Rams right now is maybe the Seahawks fumbled the snap, something like that, turnover. But yeah, just too many first downs on this drive. You had 2 opportunities to stop them, and they're gaining 4 or 5 yards on first down. So 3 minutes left to go in this football game. Rams cannot stop the clock. 1st and 10 for the Seahawks. Going to take this snap at their own 49. Darnold, single back formation under center. Takes the snap. Is going to hand off to Walker, stutter step. And he spins forward. Stays right up the middle. And he's got about 3 yards on the carry. Makes it 2nd and 7. Clock ticking. 2:45 left to go in this football game. How about the day Sam Darnold had 25 of 36, 346 yards, and 3 touchdowns? He's come a long way from those New York days where he was seeing ghosts. Second and 7 now for the Seahawks. Darnold under center. Barner goes in motion to his left. They're going to play action fake again. Darnold's going to get out to his left. Throw, and it's incomplete. Do have a flag on the play. Forbes possibly could have held Smith-Njigba coming across the middle. This could be a defensive hold on the Rams. It's right in that area of a defensive hold. It is going to be holding. So an automatic first down for the Seahawks. And the Seattle Seahawks are headed to Super Bowl 60. They win the NFC Championship game. What a game. In the words of Rasheed Wallace, both teams played hard, my man. Stafford's got 1 year left on his contract. He'll be back next year. First and 10 for the Seahawks at the Rams 44. Darnold under center. Walker, the running back, all-out blitz. Walker breaks the tackle, still on his feet, fighting forward. Kenneth Walker doesn't want to give up. And we hit the 2-minute warning. And it's all but over. Seahawks are going to win this football game 31-27. Rams cannot stop the clock. And guys, we're going to have a Seahawks-Patriots Super Bowl. I'm sure it's not going to be like one of the most watched Super Bowls. But definitely both these teams are really good. They deserve to be in the Super Bowl. Seahawks, I don't think anybody thought the Seahawks or the Patriots would be in the Super Bowl. Like, these teams came out of nowhere. They played well all season. They deserve this chance. The Patriots have been here before as a franchise. The Seahawks with Russell Wilson. So it didn't take long for them to be back. I mean, the Seahawks, what was it, about maybe 10 years? Yeah, about 10 years, I'd say. And for the Patriots, maybe 6, 7 years. No, I'm not actually. I'm in California. My bad. It took so long to respond back to you. I was kind of in the moment of this game, but I'm actually a Chiefs fan in California. And how it happened was is my family was big Montana fans, and when the 49ers did Joe wrong, they chose Steve Young over Joe Montana. My family was like, "Screw that. We're going to follow Joe." And we followed Joe, and I just never left. I just was like, I'm going to keep following this team. My family went back to the 49ers, and I just stayed with the Chiefs. So what do you guys think? Seahawks or Patriots in the Super Bowl coming up? I'm going to say they favor the Seahawks by 2. Seahawks -2. Over, under. Both these defenses are pretty solid. We'll go over under 48. Second and 4 now for Sam Darnold. Just after the 2-minute warning, they hand off to Walker, and he stopped for a 4-yard loss. Clock ticking. They got to run one more play. It's 3rd and 7. 1:40 left to go in this football game. See, you got 40 seconds, another 40 seconds. I don't think the Rams are going to be able to get this ball back. You still got to punt the football. That's another 10 seconds. And they whistle it dead on 3rd and 7. Looks like the Seahawks used their second time out here. So what do you guys think about this Super Bowl? Oh, did they take school away on Super Bowl or on after the championship games? They should. And you know what? They should make Super Bowl Sunday, the Monday after the Super Bowl. They should make that a national holiday for everyone. Like everyone's hungover. Nobody wants to go to work anyway after the Super Bowl, anyways. Just make it a national holiday, like a President's Day or something like that. Or something. I don't know if that's a national holiday, but make it a day off. Third and 7 now for the Seahawks, and Donald is just sacked right away by Fisk, his second sack of this football game. It's going to bring up 4th and 12. And just looking at the clock, the Seahawks got to punt this ball away with about 32 seconds left. Ball's going to be in the air. There's a chance Stafford could get this ball back with about 18 seconds left. So they're going to take this all the way down, take the delay game right here. There's going to be 30 seconds left. Oh, they punted it right at 1. And it's fair caught right at the 7-yard line. Stafford, 25 seconds left. He's got to go 90. He's got to go 93 yards to win this football game. Well, you need the big play right up the middle, and then you got to get on it and spike it. Then you got to just get it close in range of throwing distance for the Hail Mary. Yeah, Cody, they went for it on that 4th and 4, or that 4th and 1. That was a bad play call. Stafford now out of the gun, coming down to his last chance. Deep drop, throws over the middle. It's caught! Nakua goes up and gets it. They got to get on it. They got to spike this football. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Stafford's on it and he spikes it. 10 seconds left to go in this fourth quarter. And I don't think they'll be able to run another play and spike it. Stafford's going to have to get out to his right, buy some time, and heave this football at least 70 yards here. He can do it. He's got the arm strength to do it. Maybe you take a quick out right here, take like 5 yards if they're playing off. Stafford in the gun, deep drop, and they whistle it dead. And it looks like they were going for an out right there to Devontae Adams. And he was going to be wide open on that out, so he's going to get him an extra 11, 12 yards right there on the Hail Mary. So they don't have to do the Hail Mary right now. Just throw an out route, get an extra 10 yards right here. Rams break the huddle. 10 seconds left to go in this football game. Down 31-27. Stafford takes the shotgun snap. Deep drop. Has time. Stafford's going to fire. And it's caught out of bounds. 3 seconds left. It's Seahawks territory right at the 49. Was he out of bounds? Oh no, they're saying he was in bounds and the clock goes to 0. The Seahawks are going to win this football game and go on to Super Bowl 60. Wow. I thought Nakua got out of bounds right there. I thought they were going to stop the clock. Let's see, is his knee down? Oh, it is. His knee is down before he's out of bounds. He's trying to stretch to try to get out of bounds right there to stop the clock. He's unable to do it. Seahawks, Patriots, Super Bowl 60 in the Bay Area. What a game. Definitely a lot better of a game than we had in the AFC Championship game. Yeah, Rams had that muff punt. I'm sure that one will come back to haunt them. That 4th and 1 too, where possibly if they kick the field goal right there, make it 31-30, but you got to go for it in that situation. So there was some mistakes from the Rams down the stretch. I mean, the Seahawks didn't play perfect as well, but I think what hurt the Rams is that touchdown right before the half for the Seahawks. When they got that one and made it an 11-point game, that's what really hurt the Rams. And they were kind of unable to recover from that. It was a great game though. Appreciate you guys for watching. And I'll be doing NBA play-by-plays here soon. I'll be doing the Super Bowl. Parker, I appreciate you for stopping by. You almost got the score right. You said 32-28. Kendon, I appreciate you, brother. 4th. I'll be giving you a mod here pretty soon, man. Just got to stop by a couple more streams, and I'll give you one. Thank you guys for being a big part of the chat.